Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Let me change the color. We still on green. Let's change the color. Okay. We were still on green. Yes, we are live streaming. So today, yes, the end goal advantage. The end goal advantage. Using community college to transfer smart. It's really that simple. So today, since it's Friday, and I understand everybody is trying to hello, can y'all hear me first? Can y'all hear me? That's the real question. All right, y'all can hear me. So everybody wants to transfer, everybody wants to go to university. So I said, let me try to switch this up a little bit. Let me try something. I'm going to pick a random university, right? Kind of like us. I can see it's kind of like blurry on me a little bit. Don't know why it's doing that. Hey, get out the way. Get out the way. I feel like you're in the way. Real quick. Let me see something. Get out the way. Are you in the way? Yeah, I like you. You see that? I see that a little bit. All right. We'll just leave it right there. But we're gonna pick a university, any university. If you know one, if you don't know one, I'm going to pick one. And I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money transferring from that 2-year to that 4-year. And I'm going to show you how to pick your 2-year based on that 4-year of that college that we're going to choose. So I'm going to do a basic Google search and see what's a popular college. I'm thinking of doing, I don't know, I kind of want to do something that's like not in the South. Like I know it's technically East Coast, but like Georgia, Florida, Texas. But I want to do some kind of like a common school. Before I do the disclaimer, I want to know what school I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm gonna just type in what y'all searching on Google for colleges. Of course, Ivies come up. We ain't trying to find an Ivy. Let's see something right quick. Yeah, hard. Look it up. Let's try. Let me see if I get a regular college. All right, I could do that. Let's try Georgetown University, for example. Excuse me, Georgetown University. Let's try Georgetown University. I think Georgetown University is going to be a no-brainer. Let's try that one. So I never researched Georgetown University. Oh, what am I doing? Y'all can't see it yet. Hold on, right quick. Georgetown University, because we looked them up not too long ago, and they're private. I kind of want to do an affordable school, but I'll do a private school anyway. Just anyway, I'll do it anyway. And they over here talking about some other stuff on their website. So, share my screen. All right. So, Georgetown University. And then let me do the disclaimer so y'all don't get me, because y'all will get me. All right. Oh, y'all can't see it? I thought y'all could see it. That's crazy. Y'all can't see that? Interesting. Remove. Oops. Share screen. Disclaimer. The videos presented here are for informational purposes only, and therefore, if you are to choose to attend the institution, please do your own research and consult with a specialist at the institution you are interested in. I am not a financial aid specialist, academic advisor, or representing any institution. Speaking on behalf of Creator, Henry is only speaking from his experience. well, I am academic advisor, but off the clock, I'm not one right now. It depends on your school. So let me pull that back up for you guys. Gotcha. All right. So, all right. So Georgetown University. Everybody wants to go to George. We're just going to assume everybody wants to go to Georgetown University. We're just going to assume, right? So, but Georgetown University is kind of expensive, right? If we go look at our, not that. That's what I use to give me an idea. But where is the college score? Oh, not you fighting me back, mouse. So let's go college scorecard. I'm gonna put that over there for you guys while we do this. Let's do Georgetown University. Boom. It's the only college, right? You're probably worried. Yeah, actually, it's a good example. So you're probably worried, okay, Georgetown 4-year. We're not doing that far of a breakdown right now. But we're like, oh man, look at it. It's like 40 grand a year, pretty much, for me to go there. Out the gate, I'm looking for some other options to go to school. Scholarships not working out, grants not working out. You just need another way. You need another way, right? So I'm gonna show you another way. Great school, great return on investment, but you still like that's a lot of risk. You know, potentially I might not finish. Realistically, I might have some troubles. I get you. I understand. So I'm going to go on Georgetown University website, and I'm going to look for, as you know, I like to do. Shout out to the website. Shout out to the beautiful website. But Georgetown has a high return on investment, but we're still going to use them just to prove even more point. Because even to prove a point, it's a very prestigious institution. So articulation agreement. So I'm looking for articulation agreements. Hopefully I spell articulation right. And they got right here, online Bachelor of Arts and Liberal Studies, transfer students. Let me see, transfer process, transfer of credit. They always trying to take us to admission. Let's try this one. Online Bachelor of Arts and Liberal Studies. Is that the only thing you have offering? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm about to say what? All right, so they have a video. I don't know what this video might say, but they have articulation agreements. Oh, what's that? So articulation agreements is what I always talk about. Like, if you know you want to go to Georgetown University, right? But you didn't get in the first go round, because I believe Georgetown University has like a very, 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 very low acceptance rate. Not in a bad way. They just very selective who they take. Yeah, they have a 13% acceptance rate. Get you a 13% shirt. I'm that one part of that 13%. So we go here. It says Georgetown SCS is proud to have articulation agreements with Northern Virginia Community College, Montgomery College, College of Southern Maryland, and Prince George Community College. What is that? What is articulation? What are we doing? So students who complete an associate's degree at any of these institutions with a 3.0 or higher GPA will be reviewed for guaranteed admission into the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies program. What? Now, keep in mind, it seems like the articulation agreements are only for the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies program. And then it goes into detail about the transfer of credits, and literally tells you like 64 transfer credits for a completed course with a minimum C grade from regionally accredited institutions, transfer credit evaluations. It gives you the whole sauce, like the whole formula, the whole everything. And they talking about I guess that's honor roll. But yeah, articulation agreements. So then I go and I say, okay, now you know where to start. I honestly don't know where these schools are located, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna just try let's try Northern Virginia. Let's see what that takes us. It might take us to the, okay, this is Northern Virginia Community College. I don't know how far it is from Georgetown University, but let's use our internet. How you do this? Oh, look, y'all already seen it, but I promise you, I said hide it. I figured out one day. It don't matter. How far? Where's the map? Is the real question. Let's see. Northern Virginia. So easily it says, dang, it's only 20 minutes from each other. Wow. See, I'm not from the area. I didn't know how close that was. That's only 20 minutes, 15 miles. So they already telling you, like, look, if you go here and excel, have a 3.0 or better, because think about it, guys, you got to have at least be part of that 13% to get into Georgetown University. Georgetown University has a great return on investment. And then we go look, you like, well, why you want me to go to this school? Why I can't just go to Georgetown University out the gate? Because you can go here for 2 years, get your associate's degree. They literally said on their website, that look, Northern Virginia Community College is one of them. So you was talking about how you're trying to afford school or what's the best route to get to Georgetown University, because you probably didn't get in the first go round, or you got in the first go round, but you didn't have the money, right? So now we're going to type in what we usually do, tuition and fees. Bam. Tuition and fees. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Tuition and fees to go here. And then if you are a resident, look, 195, pretty much 196 per credit hour. Include some fees. They're saying $224 per credit hour. Oh, that might be a lot. Let's see. I got the game on my phone, so I can't really show y'all my phone this time. But where's the calculator? Probably getting whooped up on anyway right now. So if we do 200, oh, they coming back. 200, oh, too many numbers. 225 times 12. Guys, that's $2,700. Not the cheapest here. This school is not the cheapest, but I think that's the normal out there, because we're gonna run it. We're gonna run another 2-year college just to see, because this might be a little too pricey. So we got $2,700 for one semester if you're full time, and you know what I like to say: 2,700 times what 2 is 5,400 for the year. Now that's still not crazy bad, because remember your financial aid. If you get Pell, for example, you're going to get 3,500. If you divide that by 2, you're going to get like 3,500 per semester. So you still going to be good. But I want to price match a little bit. So let's pull up that net school. So the net school on here is Montgomery College. Let's try it. So Montgomery College is part of the articulation agreement. Obviously, they got their basketball. Okay. So tuition and fees. So now I'm going to check their tuition and fees, because this is all should be nearby in the area. So cost of attendance, it's in Maryland. So yeah, it's definitely close. So as I see, budget for Montgomery County resident, budget for a state Montgomery. Man, y'all break this down a little different up north, huh? So I'm going to assume, yeah, it's about the same price. So it seems like up north, like Virginia and stuff, Georgetown, them area. Because Georgetown's located in, where is Georgetown located? I probably don't got the tab open. Let me see. I think Georgetown's in the DC area, because I applied there one time. Let me see. Yeah, Washington, DC. So this is Maryland, Washington, DC, like right next to each other. So that's why they said budget for Montgomery County resident, tuition and fees, $5,000. It's about the same as this school. So then budget for a state of Maryland resident is a bit higher. So it sounds like your budget for a state of Maryland resident, that's higher. So you got to be a resident. A county resident seems to be cheaper. And we already know this is way more expensive right here. So it gets more expensive, right? Because I'm not in the area. I'm not from this area. So I'm like, we don't do count in Georgia. We don't do like counties. We do like, are you a resident? It's kind of, that's it. But I like how it's different though. It helps me learn as well. But it seems like the regular price is about the same. So like I said, you're still good because it's still under like that cap for the year. And then you do your 2 years there, right? As we said before, you do your 2 years. So you know you want to go to Georgetown. So we're going to just assume you pick, I like the colors on this school. So we're going to say you pick Northern Virginia Community College. Then you're going to go here. You're going to do your 2 years. But you have to get your associate's degree. It sounds like they say you got to get your associate's degree at any of these institutions. It didn't specify. So make sure you choose a good associate's degree that aligns with you when you transfer to Georgetown University. Now, I don't know if this is the only one because this is the one I clicked on for the liberal arts. This is the online Bachelor of Arts. So you don't have to be there per se, but if you want to get the college experience there, this is where you want to transfer. Is this the only one they have? Honestly, I don't know. But Georgetown was like an example that's like if Georgetown has articulation agreements, everybody should have articulation agreements. So then you do 2 years here, stay off campus, save your money, get your associate's degree, work with your associate's degree, part-time, full-time job, getting paid way better money with hopefully what you should guarantee hours, then transfer to Georgetown University, complete your next 2 years, which has a great return on investment, but you still want to make sure if this program is actually producing, because it's no offense to myself, but it is an online Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies. You need to make sure you know what can I go to school? I mean, what job can I get with this? That's always what you want to make sure. And then if Georgetown's not meeting what you need on the transfer, you go look at another university and you go type in on the magnifying glass articulation agreements. So let's go do it again. So I'm going to look up what school you want to hit me with. Everybody, let's do Clemson. Clemson University. I'm going to go down south a little bit. I'm going to go down south. I'm going to go to Clemson University. It was just on my mind. I'm going to go to Clemson University, do another one right quick, and then we done. We done. Same ordeal. Clemson University. I don't even know if Clemson University has articulation agreements. I don't know. It's going to be pathway articulation agreements. Let's see. Put those on the side. Gonna put those down there so we don't get confused. So what I'm gonna type in Clemson articulation. If you know that word save you a lot of money. Articulation agreements. And okay. So Clemson is pretty big on the articulation agreements. They said sample articulation agreement. Let's see what that look like. Because they have a lot of options. I'm opening up all of these. So Clemson's sample articulation agreement is something like this. I guess it's a document letting us know what it looks like, but it's not showing us like, this is like what I'd be talking about, like the president and the president of another college, like them signing right here, the dean and stuff. And then what's this? It's showing you like what potential classes would transfer over, but it's a sample. We want the real thing, right? So now I'm looking, it says collaborative academic agreements and contracts. Okay. Let's see. This don't look like what we need either. Thought that was what we wanted. So we got course transfer right here. No, I don't need your help. So right here it says transferring credit hours. Only credits transfer to your Clemson only credits transfer to your Clemson transcript, not grades. Don't know what that means. And so, therefore, you will enter Clemson without a grade point ratio. Okay. Your class standing will be determined by the number of credit hours transferred when you enroll. Okay. So, where is what we're looking for, though? Where is the transfer agreement? Where's the, because I'm not seeing it. I see sample, but I don't see exactly what I'm looking for. Let me see. Let's try pathway. Pathway agreements. All right. We got one. Let's try this one. Seems like this is the only one hiding. So, Clemson University, and if you don't see it on the website, we know they have them because this was back in 2020. Is it still in contract? That is a question. So we would have to call Clemson because Clemson is your end goal. So Clemson University, Greenville Technical College established transfer pathway for sociology and anthropology. I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right. Students. So if you are in these majors, this is probably up your alley. It says right here, Greenville Technical College and Clemson University have come together to ease the transfer process with a new agreement. The agreement allows students enrolled in a Greenville Technical College associate in arts or science degrees with a social science track and meeting eligibility criteria to be accepted as transfers into a BA anthropology. I hope I said that right, Lord. BS, a bachelor of science in anthropology, bachelor of arts, sociology, bachelor of science, sociology degrees at Clemson University. So if you are in those majors, when you transfer to the school, you're going to fall under the articulation agreement. You always want to read the details, of course, but this is not even the actual proof document. That's a Clemson news. Still credible, but because it's coming from the school itself. But we want that actual like hard fat document, because if you're like, well, speaking, I don't see it. I don't see the articulation agreement document. Call the school. The school should have a list of who the articulation agreements are with. And they have a list, of course, of where you can transfer your credits. But that was a prime example that they got one with Greenville Technical College. I never heard of Greenville Technical College, but it's a school called Greenville Technical College out there, probably in North Carolina, South Carolina. I think Clemson's in South Carolina. Don't hold me accountable on that. So they have another one right here, MUSC, Accelerated Health Degree Pathways. Let's see what that is. So Accelerated Pathways to MUSC. So I guess this is so All right, I think we're back. We should be. I guess we had a little moment. Don't know what happened. Uh, Sorry about that, guys. Had to troubleshoot. Hopefully I got it fixed though. So yeah, okay. So now we getting back to Clemson. This is actually if you go from Clemson to another school, I believe they have accelerated pathway programs to medical school, accelerated pathways to dental school, accelerated pathways to doctor or pharmacy. As you can see, they have all these type of pathways that's not only for 2 year to 4 year, but I like to focus on undergraduate because a lot of students are racking up debt in undergraduate before they even get to the huncho schools like med school, law school, PhD, and all that school. So, but if you don't see the agreements, like I did not find many agreements actually. I found some for the graduate level, but I didn't find the undergraduate ones that we really wanted to find. I didn't see many of those. So I would call Clemson and talk to them, like talk to the right person, because I'm pretty sure if I type in transfer again, there's going to be a whole contact. Just can't type. There's going to be a whole contact if I type in transfer. And then I say probably transferring to Clemson, honestly. If I say I'm transferring to Clemson, look, has the name right here if you have questions about it. No brainer. So then you can talk to that person. This person should know about the transfer, the articulation agreements, the pathway agreements, and then right here they have the course transfer information, which is highly important. Just in case if you don't do the articulation agreement, you know what classes are going to transfer over. We was on this page earlier, and I clicked off of it because I wasn't looking for it then. So then right here, it says you can visit the TCL, was a TCEL. They have all these acronyms. That's what I'll be talking about. Transfer course equivalency list. So that's what we wanted to click on, but I guess we got to click one more link. I'm gonna get off Clemson. Clemson made my whole website crash. So right here, I'm gonna do a test run with you. United States, choose your college state. I am coming from Clemson, should be in North Carolina, South Carolina. I think Clemson, South Carolina. We're gonna try South Carolina. Choose your city. I don't know my city. Let's do Greenville because we know Greenville was up there. Choose your college. Let's do not Greenville Tech. Let's do, hold on. All these are in the Clemson area. So let's do Charleston. Charleston is a good one. So Charleston should have a community college in here. I'm just going to click one. Let's do Carl. No, let's do this one. I have to change that out. Lancaster. Let's try Lancaster. I'm looking for something that's automatically going to say community college. Is it dropping? No, that's a university. Lancaster ain't got, you know I'm not from South Carolina. Let's do. They don't got many colleges, I think. Let me try another one. Myrtle Beach. Oh, they don't got one in Myrtle Beach. How about Rock Hill? No. Yeah, Rock Hill. What about Rock Hill? Oh, yeah. All right, they got Clinton Junior College. I knew I was gonna find one. Let's see how that. Let's see. Hey, just show me. Are there any courses? Okay, it does not exist. I wanted to play with it. Didn't get what I want. But definitely call the school if you want to know where to start. Like I said, we did Greenville Technical College. They have an articulation agreement with Clemson. But I feel like there's a lot more because Clemson doesn't just get all these students at one time. But it's another alternative way for you to get to the university if you can't get in that one way. And then, so we did this school first if you want to play it back. And then we did Northern Virginia Community College bridging to Georgetown University. They had an agreement, but Georgetown University seemed only had this one when we was looking at it. Once again, if you want to go to Georgetown University, but you don't see your major under the articulation agreement, you can definitely call them as well and ask them who are the other schools they have articulation agreements with. Some schools don't put it on their website because they think it's not important, but every school should have one. If not, Georgetown might not be the school for you, or you might just want to transfer regular. It's okay, but just make sure you can take as many credits as you can over to the institution, because retaking classes you already took is just a little bit absurd. And honestly, that is it for today. I wanted to do that. I would probably do those. Actually, that took like 30 minutes. That's about a segment. So hopefully I can start actually doing those. How can I put that? Probably doing those in the beginning. Honestly, might won't be a bad idea. Give me real life examples of transferring, like figuring out where to start with your university, trying to figure out what 2-year you want to go to, because it actually made me work a little bit, and then that actually saves you to work and make it more convenient for you on how to do it. Makes it easier for you. Actually, that adds a lot of convenience. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna start doing that. That seemed very interesting. I enjoy doing that because I like finding out, like, oh, this university has a articulation agreement or pathway agreement with this 2-year college. Because if it doesn't have one, I'm not going to force myself to, just saying, for example, I'm not forcing myself to Georgetown University if they don't have many articulation agreements. Now, if you're one of them people who's just like, I'm going to this school because look at the money, because they had a great return on investment at the institution. Georgetown University has, like, you're going to make about, within 10 years, you're going to make about 6 figures. But you got to know what major that is, because if you go into school to do something like I'm doing, to work in higher education, like, is it really worth it? Like, higher education pays more as you get older, but, it depends on your major. And yeah, major. It depends on your major and what job you plan to get after college. So that's it. Short, straight to the point today. It's Friday. I have to hit the road actually too. So I wanted to hurry up and get something in, if rather than nothing. So peace, chicken grease. I will see you all Tuesday on normal schedule. Yes, on normal schedule. And yeah, drive safe. Have a safe weekend, everybody.